Hey, how you doing? Great song written probably back in the 80s by Rich Mullins, the late Rich Mullins, called Awesome God. Um, it's done in E minor formation, but I put the K pull on the first fret and do an E minor like that, which makes it really an F minor. I think he does it like down another notch, probably. I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to look and see, but this is the most comfortable spot for me as far as the vocals, so, and you'll get the general idea. I do an E minor pentatonic run in there too, and I'll show you how to do that after I get done. Anyhow, here goes. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on a ritz. Our God is an awesome God. There's thunder in his footsteps and lightning in his fist. Our God is an awesome God. And the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked him out of Eden, and it wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very close. You better be believing that our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. When the sky was starless in the void of the night, our God is an awesome God. Spoke into the darkness and created the light. Our God is an awesome God. Judgment and wrath he poured out on Sodom. Mercy and grace he gave us at the cross. I hope that we have not too quickly forgotten that our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above with wisdom, power, and love. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. All right. Good worship song. Favored by a lot of people. So I figured I'd show that one to you. Might help spice up your worship at church or around the house. Develop your talents for the Lord. Amen. E minor. Middle finger right there on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Ring finger, 4th string, 2nd fret. E minor. When he rolls up his sleeves, he ain't just putting on the Ritz. Our God, A minor, is an awesome. It's B minor, like the E minor. God, our God is an awesome God. Your A minor, you just move over a string with your same formation, and then you add your index finger to the 2nd string, 1st fret. That's your A minor. For the B minor, you're going to borrow your 2nd fret. Now I'm counting from the K pole. 1, 2, okay. You'll do a minor bar. There's a major bar where you come all the way across, and then there's a minor bar where your pointing finger, your finger number 1, is covering 5 strings, not 6. You're not going to hear this string anyway, so if you're going fast and you cover them all, that's fine. But 5 strings. Middle finger is going to be on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. Ring finger on the 4th string, 4th fret. Pinky on the 3rd string, 4th fret. That's a B minor. And so that formation you can hold when you're doing the chorus also. And you can slide up and get your A minor, then slide back down and get your B minor. Right there where it goes, and the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked them out of Eden. See? Wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return, see, go right back. Better be believing that our God is an awesome God. Saves you a lot of finger finding and, you know, trying to find your spot. And you can just hold it in place. Okay. So anyhow, and the Lord wasn't joking when he kicked them out of Eden, and it wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very close. Better be believing that our God is an awesome God. Our God, C, is an awesome G. God, he reigns, D, from heaven above. C, G, A minor, B minor, E minor. That's our God is an awesome God. Let me just sing the chords. Our C, G, D, E minor, C, G, A minor, B minor, E minor. That's your chorus. That's the chorus. That pentatonic run that I do there, your E minor pentatonic scale is just simply, if you start with the 6th string, the fattest string there, open 3. And your 5th string, open 5, or open 2. Your next 3 strings, you're going open 2. See that? In other words, strike an open string and then fret your 2nd fret. Okay. Then your first 2 strings here are going to be on the 3rd fret. Open and then 3rd. Open, 3rd. And then I'll throw in some on the 3rd string, kind of spice it up to keep it from being just the pentatonic scale, which in itself sounds pretty good, but to add a little flavor and spice it up and a little bit of spontaneity, I guess, or whatever you call it. But anyhow, come down here and chime. Now, because you have a capo on, you can't chime right on the 2 dot. You gotta go down 1, because you got your capo on, see? So you can't chime there like you would for an E chord or an E minor chord, open neck. So you got to chime down the fret a little further, or is it up the fret, down the fret, whatever. And you just lay across there. See, lay across your first 3 or 4 strings. I'll say 4 strings. You can actually chime them all, but do the first 4 strings. Just lay your finger on there and practice on that. It takes a little practice. When it hardens up there a little better, it makes it easier too. You got to be able to do that and get right back here for your first verse. When you roll up your sleeves, you ain't just putting on the Ritz. Our God is an awesome God. When you do that run, I always muffle the strings while I'm picking to get a choppier sound instead of and I'll do that a lot. I'll deaden the strings after I strike them. It's kind of a quick thing you got to do. Kind of helps me fancy up my strumming a little bit. See that? You can hit the second string too when you go down. Sounds neat too. Just whatever you want to add to. You might be taking this going, oh yeah, I could do this one. Anyhow, a fun worship song, a good one to add to your list of songs. That song should be in the hymnal book one of these years. This is Howard Kitchell saying, see you next time.